Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here today. I'd like to thank the organizers for that. I think our illustrious panel has given wonderful examples of how technology is actually being implemented, both from a governance standpoint, in terms of administration of the university, as well as Dr. Bakshi, I think, gave a wonderful example as to how the traditional university in a classroom setting can actually be augmented with the help of various ICT tools in terms of learning assessments. So I've not been part of the university system. I come from a perspective of a technology solution provider for education and training. So what I would like to do is to just give a sense of what really are the emerging technologies that we see from a technology solution provider, and how these can actually impact the learning and teaching, and also some of the reasons why this is actually happening. So I'd like to start off with a picture that some of you may have seen. This is the cover of Time magazine that I'm sure a lot of us follow. In the year 2006, it said that every year they put up at the end of the year the Time Man of the Year, as they call it. And this was the first year ever that they said the Time Man of the Year is actually you and me and everybody on the street. And I don't know if someone can tell why, but I think it's fairly obvious, as this kind of picture says. It really chose all of us, millions of anonymous contributors of user-generated content, into a variety of sites like Wikipedia, YouTube. You have Second Life. You have various open source tools like Moodle, like Sir here, Dr. Bakshi, as well as Dr. Singh is using at the university. So that's really a demonstration and really at the core, I feel, as to why this change in terms of technology is happening. What this really means, I mean, to us from a higher education standpoint, is that the whole cycle of how you create content has actually changed. This internet is a great leveler. It is absolutely democratized, that you and me can always can become a creator of content. To take that a next step, it can also allows us to package it. I don't know how many of you actually today, not just receiving a newspaper every morning, but also visit a website where it allows you to actually customize the news for you. That allows you to tell you that, hey, I'd like to see what's happening maybe in the regulatory reforms that the Indian government is bringing into the education space. You can actually customize that and put that right onto your front page. So you can actually decide to package what is relevant to you. You can also be a part of the validation. Earlier speaker talked about Wikipedia. Today, I mean, I'm part of the corporate world, but we're continuously learning. And actually, for me, Wikipedia is a fantastic source where I go to it. There is really no expert there, but all of us are contributing to it. So even that's actually a change that I feel that is core to what's happening. And higher education, I think what this is going to be is this going to create, as an earlier speaker said, that I think it was Brigadier Grewal of Chitkara, I don't think he's here, but he said that the university has to now actually teach kids, teach students on how to actually make sense of all this information, because there's enough of information available, but actually how to actually think, how to put this together and create a context. So that's really the change that's happening. And also in terms of the teacher is not just going to be standing and giving a lecture, but providing these information and acting as a facilitator as well, acting as a moderator and using this information that's already available. So I just wanted to set that as, I think that's, from my perspective, as we are seeing it, that's one of the major reasons and the whole information cycle that has changed, how content is created, and the internet that has come alive is really the reason why it's going to impact higher education. And some of the other technologies, I just wanted to give a glimpse as to how it could impact teaching and learning. Things that are happening here and now are, the networked enabling of a classroom, like Dr. Singh said, he pulled out the blackboard, and kind of use a top-down approach of throwing out the chalk and talk and network enabling it. So I'll talk about that, and of course, virtual learning environments that can be used to augment, as well as a whole bunch of other areas that I think are going to be coming very shortly. So I again wanted to just put a snapshot saying, so this is actually a view of my classroom. I don't know, dating myself, but 11, 12 years ago when I was in college. This is not in India. This is in Singapore actually. So actually the classroom has been transformed many years ago, and we're seeing this already in colleges. I don't see it as much. I wish we can do a little bit more. Maybe it's the lack of funds, but definitely colleges here have already done this. They've put in a projector, an interactive whiteboard, kind of changed it into a more of a discussion feel. You can see that there are round tables. People are actually collaborating. The teacher, allows you obviously have here in India, maybe everyone doesn't have a laptop yet, but you have mobile technology where people are, I've seen, to take quizzes, and I'll come to that as well. So actually, as a student, 11, 12 years ago in college, I could actually, from my mobile phone, ask a question or even interrupt the lecturer and even take notes. So this is actually what is actually beginning to happen very much here in India, and that's going to stay. The other trend, which is obviously a revolution here in India, is this whole mobile computing thing. I just wanted to put a snapshot because this is a guy, I think everybody definitely knows him, Steve Jobs. I mean, he's kind of made it cool to carry these mobile devices, and definitely not as much penetration here in India, but you have multiple vendors that from where you can actually purchase a mobile device. And when you talk about what this will basically do is that in a context of the classroom, even how you can augment it is we've started to ask teachers to actually put up a simple little quiz at the start of the lecture where they can actually SMS in or they can take it if they have a GPRS connected device. That way you can actually figure out what is the current level of understanding of your students. It will give you a quick poll as to where they are, which can be actually used as a diagnostic before they can actually take their lecture. So that's how I think mobile technology is already happening very much here in our colleges as well. Just wanted to show again a snapshot of what are the capabilities. Tomorrow your mobile phone is also going to be able to project an image. So everything is getting very cheaper, very easier to use, and so you can directly have a presentation on your mobile phone, and you could directly project that out. Yeah, just wanted to give another glimpse where you can actually have a projected keyboard as well directly from your mobile phone in case that's difficult for you to type. The other area which I think this technology is definitely we see prevalent here as well, where publishers are beginning to also offer e-books along with their textbook versions, and that is being distributed through e-readers as well as through whatever device that you have, be it a mobile device or a computer. And everybody knows kind of the advantages of going online or going digital for these books. And I just wanted to give you a snapshot of as to from a how do we actually convert ebook to a complete learning experience. So we at Excelsoft, the company I work for, we've kind of developed, taken an ebook platform and created a learning experience out of it. We've started to tag particular areas of the books with content that teachers have created. They can come in and actually tag this particular area. If you click on a particular area, you actually have an animation that you see that is coming on, because you want to kind of make sure that the student has the context, because they are very used to studying from a book, and they still take that to the classroom, highlight, take notes and everything. So you can actually create and take the ebook to a much higher level, and where you actually have learning, you actually have assessments integrated, and so on and so forth. The other one that's definitely here as well is a lot of the universities are looking to implement already is in terms of a virtual learning environment that students can use from a distance learning standpoint, as well as to augment, like I said, existing universities, the traditional classroom experience, where they can actually come and take learning material, as supplementary in nature, as well as in order to revise certain things can be done. The other area where these tools are very good, and I think Dr. Bakshi did a great demonstration of that, is in terms of assessments. So these tools will allow you to, from a student standpoint, will allow you to continuously test yourself and practice. And basically, the system today will be intelligent enough to tell you that, okay, these are your strengths, these are your weaknesses, and also point out to areas where you can actually do better. And what are the remedial content that you need to take to improve the learning. So that's another example. One of the things that we see also in a higher education context is to allow, like I was saying, allow the students themselves to create content and be part of the conversation, is to kind of create a community, as we call it, a learning space. So this is something where you can even give the power to your students. Now, for example, if you're taking a course here in accounting, for example, a student who's actually bright and is actually getting it can actually be an expert. And he can set up a community and ask his fellow students to actually join that. And just like you have a reputation system within Wikipedia, you actually have that right here. Why is it that when you have a question, you have to actually rely on the teacher to answer it? You can actually allow that to happen among the community itself. And this is very relevant to maybe not the classroom setting, because you anyway have that experience of interacting with your peers right in the classroom where you can clarify things. But in an open and distance learning scenario, it's very important to allow the platform to have this ability where they can create a question, have someone answer it, and the system actually bring out the experts. Looks like I've run out of time. Just wanted to also say some of the goals that are actually achieved with these Web 2.0 tools. We can discuss this in later. Just wanted to end up probably by saying, these technologies may feel a little tough at first, and obviously there's that the fear that the teacher is not able to use this. But I think that you can easily start small, by, for example, network enabling the classroom, or you can just augment it as Dr. Bakshi has done at DU. For example, to provide a pre-reading or a post-course discussion online, so you can actually augment the existing experience, as well as you can blend it by providing an online experience along with the face-to-face that can be possible. And finally, for the distance educations, I think people today still rely on printing out the lecture notes and sending that. I think you can blend that also by providing self-paced content online and kind of providing a collaborative experience as well over there. So I think I'll stop here, and that's pretty much what I wanted to share in terms of how ICT and technology can be used at the core in terms of learning and teaching. So thanks a lot. Thank you.